So sit back and just roll up the perfect show for my smokers, true buds.
And he was the dude on some of the first True Buds TV videos, like we mentioned in the first podcast, but just got to give a shout out on a couple of those, like the Kiva and the weed delivery guy is epic, man. That thing's going to live on forever. So just trying to give everybody ever. So what's good, man, during this quarantine time and content creation and what's going on? Like, how has it affected you, and just what are some of your thoughts on it?
Well, I think I can speak for everyone, like, and myself when I say that, like, uh, being on quarantine right now during this time, like, there's a lot of time that you have to self-reflect and focus on yourself. So, for myself and a lot of other content creators, it's actually a great time to make content. And I've just been going a lot harder on content because I have the time to focus on it, and it's beautiful because like I was noticing, like, before all this happened, I would go to work, I'd be so tired at the end of the day I wouldn't even barely want to make any content, but now I have all this unlimited time, so I'm just like, you just got to take the opportunity. So I really stress the people who want to start a business, an online business, or want to do YouTube or Instagram, like whatever you want to do. Now is a great time to hop on the train because you're given that time that is not always gifted to you like this. So yeah, bro.
Word.
I mean, and then in addition to that, it's been a little bit of an adjustment. Like, it hasn't been, easy every second of the day, but I think the biggest thing that's helped me is just finding a routine, working out when I can, on a regular basis, eating well, waking up in the morning and just, like, going through like some meditation, uh, writing down your goals, things like that is really helps me to get through. So yeah.
That's motivation to me, man, because my meditation's been a little off. Like, I've been doing a bunch of content focusing on creating, but I will say my just chilling out, kind of stretching or meditating has been off. So thank you for that little motivation there, brother.
Of course. I think people get think that during this time you need to be like what am I trying to say, like, just be at 100 miles an hour like every second, but it's okay to take a break, like an hour out of your day, like watching a movie. It's okay to do that. Like, it's okay to to sit down and listen to music or be on your cell phone, but it's about just finding a balance during this time. If you can still be productive, a few hours of the day, and then take time for yourself, then you're good. Just try not to be too hard on yourself. Yeah.
And I like that, and it relates completely to the True Buds. And we talked on the previous podcast that you are, you don't like smoke or do every day or something, but at the end of the night, it's a nice little something to help that relaxation. So that's where I feel that too. Is I haven't really been smoking even during the days during this quarantine. I've just been trying to figure shit out, and at the end of the night, smoke one, take an hour, chill. But it's funny too. Sometimes that chill session where you're like, or at least me, when I'm like, my mind's just gonna go wherever it wants.
Right.
It ends up going back to creating something dope.
Right.
Like a cool piece
Bro,
of content.
like, it is more than okay to indulge in, like, some libations every once in a while, like whether you're having a drink or you're having a smoke. But like I said, it's all about balance. Don't be like, I don't want to say that you should be spending your time doing that, like, 24/7 right now. Like, you should also be taking care of your responsibilities, but also being aware that what everybody's going through right now is brand new for everyone. So there's going to be time that we have to adjust to it. But you just have to find a routine for yourself. That's what that's what helps me the most.
That's the key, and that relates directly to the content as well,
Yep.
because the schedule is what keeps it going. But on that note, I've noticed that you've been dropping a little more content lately. Am I not mistaken?
Yeah, bro. I feel like this time has been like gifted to all of us. Some of us are experiencing like job loss, and a lot of us are losing our jobs right now. Or a lot of us are fortunate to work from home. But for myself, I've had a lot more extra time to crank down on content even more, because I see the power of, um, you know, there's so many people who want to consume content right now because they're forced to being at home. It's the perfect time to just flood people with your content, to spread your message, to keep on, exercising repetition. Because if you're in people's, like, we don't know how long this time is gonna last, but if it's like for the next 3 months, and you spend the next 3 months pumping out content, like by when this is over, you're gonna have like a lot bigger of an audience than you would have if you didn't even start. So like,
and you'll feel good. Like,
right, like you'll feel good doing it. Your brand will grow. It's just like
do you feel that though too? Like when you look back sometimes, like when I know you're ambitious like myself, and you're always like, I need to keep creating, and then sometimes like every now and then maybe look back and you're like, oh damn, like I did this many videos in like a month. It's like,
yeah,
it's easy to undersell yourself, but I'm right
right,
with you to keep grinding harder because I
right.
completely agree.
I just had one of those moments today because I had to purchase a hard drive for myself because the memory on my laptop was going out. And I knew that eventually I would have to upgrade the space because I've been, shooting so many videos and taking so many photos every day. And then when I was uploading the content for my laptop to the hard drive, I was like looking through all the stuff that I was like, I've done a lot of shit. like, like it's a lot of work. And that's like over a year of just of doing content every day. Like it just, I think like before you start, you're so like a lot of us do get overwhelmed because we see these other content creators to where they're at, and they're just and we see it like we're just like, damn, like they're doing it, they're making the money they want to make. They're doing like these big productions, and they're like 1,000 videos in, but we just like we're all on our own different journeys. And when I start like a year ago before I was starting, I was like, I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do, but I know that I'm just gonna put out videos on YouTube, and then hopefully it'll continue to grow into something. And then a year and a couple months later, here we are. So
This is True Buzz, that Mary Jane, now we ain't new to this. For my stoners and for my cannabis enthusiasts, never heard a show as good as this. Yeah, number one, it's the best. Bringing in many special guests in the industry of cannabis. Business owners to growers, even artists you know of. So sit back and just roll up the perfect show for my smokers. True Buds.